Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on Dragon Ball Super episode 83, English subbed. At the beginning of this episode, it goes to Chi-Chi holding some food. I guess he's like catering a party for like Bulma or whatever, or throwing her a feast or whatever. So Goku and them show up out of nowhere, and then Chi-Chi notices that they show up, and then she just asks Goku out of nowhere, can he finish the food that she's made? So Goku is excited to finish the food, and then they start like eating food and shit, and like it goes to Bulma like working out in Vegeta's training room, like on a stretch ball, like stretching out for like the pregnancy or whatever. And you see Vegeta like on the side like bickering like, yeah, you're like making me like lazier, like slack off from my training since you're using my room. And then he was gonna walk off and go train somewhere, and then Trunks and Goten, they asked if they can go, but Vegeta like, no, don't you have to go like straighten out the baby's like bed and everything, the room? And he's like, oh yeah. And Trunks asks Goten to go help him. Then it goes back to Goku and him, and they're like eating, enjoying themselves and all that shit. And Goku and Gohan, like they're trying to like pick like 10 fighters to fight in the tournament of power. So they already like they had like an image battle to see if Krillin will survive the tournament of power. And Goku's like, yeah, he's been training and all that shit. So they already picked Krillin. Then they thought of Master Roshi. Then Goku thought of Monica, but like Beerus was like, no, he's not feeling well. And then they thought of number 18 and number 17. Then fucking the Supreme Kai, he was like put it on hold until you like decide the rest of the fighters. Like, let's go see if there's other fighters in like other part of the universe. So Supreme Kai left to go search if there's strong fighters around the universe, because he doesn't like know by their power levels, because I guess he never see if there's strong like fighters inside the universe or whatever. So he wanted to go search for some. Then Goku, like he was telling Gohan like, let's go get some sensu beans. Then Whis like interrupts like, no, that if you're talking about them little beans that give you stamina, those are against the rules. And you see Beerus like, yeah, you can sneak it. And then Whis is like, no, if you do that, we'll be wiped out like just instantly. And then fucking Vegeta, he just shows up out of nowhere. Then Goku's like, hey, Vegeta, we got a tournament of power and all that shit. And then you have to participate. And then fucking Beerus is like, yeah, it's mandatory. You have to participate. You have no choice. And then Vegeta's like, yeah, that's up to Bulma. And you have to see her. I'm staying for her birth of my child. And then you see Whis, he walks up to Bulma, puts his little staff thing up to her stomach, and just it starts glowing onto her stomach, his staff, and then fucking makes her baby come out. Like we didn't see the birth. Like he just put his staff on her fucking stomach, and the baby came out. After Whis is done, he tells Vegeta, you can come in, and Bulma gets her baby and makes the baby stop crying, and everybody goes all and all that shit, and the baby's adorable and all that shit, and just the baby falls asleep in Bulma's hands. Then Gohan says he'll go get Trunks and Goten, so he goes and get Trunks and Goten. Then it shows everyone like around the baby outside, I guess on the the patio or whatever, and they're just bickering how it doesn't look like Vegeta, it looks like Bulma, and how it has a big forehead just like Vegeta and all that shit. It was just just calm, just fucking going on and on about the baby and all that shit. And the whole time like Vegeta was listening and it was like annoying him, so he was just turning Super Saiyan blue like instantly, like it was pissing him off, and they're like, is there an enemy? Then Yamcha shows up out of nowhere, and then it goes to Gohan getting Trunks and Goten out of like decorating like the baby's room. And then they start bickering how it would be cool to have a brother to train, and it would be cool to have a sister because it would be cute or whatever. Then it goes back to them around the baby on the patio or whatever. And Bulma gives the baby to everybody to hold because everybody wants to hold it. And like she asks Trunks if he wants to hold it. At first he's like no, and then he just takes the baby. Then it goes to Vegeta, and Vegeta takes the baby from Trunks, and like he's like holding it and nurturing and shit. It was like soft of Vegeta, but like it's his kid. Anyways, he's sitting there like nurturing and shit, and like he was like they announced like what's the name, and then fucking Vegeta was like, I have a perfect name, like a same name, and then like he got interrupted by Bulma, and she was like Bula. So deciding that the baby's name is Bula, Bra, I thought it was gonna be Bra, but it's Bula. Um, Vegeta was like, I guess he just settled for it. He was like, yeah, I just like it or whatever. And then it goes to um, Gohan and Goku, and Gohan starts going on how we have another thing to protect. Then Goku's like, I'm gonna go to Krillin's house. So he leaves, and he just goes up in the air and just blasts us off. Then Yamcha overhears about the turning of a power or whatever, and he's like 10 fighters, and starts thinking in his head, like thinking that they're gonna pick him and all that shit, and that they pick Krillin, so they would pick him, and he's thinking in his head like, I'm gonna go home, and then they're gonna I'm gonna show up at last minute, and then they're gonna be out celebrating and shit. So then Yamcha goes to Bulma and tells her I have some business to attend to, so he just leaves like really quick. Then the episode ended. It showed Goku flying off to go to Krillin's house, and then it showed fucking the tournament of power being built, like the stage or whatever being built. So yeah, this was just like a, a leading kind of slash birth episode. Like this is just leading to the tournament of power. Like I can't wait till the tournament starts, but this was just a cool like slice of life episode. And I liked it. It was cool. Like there was nothing wrong with it. Like it wasn't really actiony like that, but it was like a cool, like funny, like slice of life enjoying episode. So yeah, hey shit. So I'm Jay, and this is my review on Dragon Ball Super episode 83 English sub. Thank you for watching.